Hello, hi. This is the latest map of the Douro region. The Douro region is the oldest DOP in the world. We see it came from the 1820s, and this region was done by the Barone de Forester, and this is the second map. We have the original one at the house that we're going to show it to you before. As you can see, the river enters from Spain in Portugal in this side. So it comes from the top of Spain and enters in Portugal, does all Portugal until the end that goes to the ocean, the Atlantic Ocean. So when many years ago, the important part was until here, more or less. Around these are the oldest houses of the port wines. So all the grapes were produced here. But this why? Because many years ago, it was very difficult and very hard to arrive to this side here. This is where we are. So when you go down to the Douro, it's beautiful, it's gorgeous. You have these beautiful houses made by the British, that they love the port wines, they were coming over in holidays. And actually the biggest companies of port wine are British, because the port wine was done essentially for the British. This part was more Portuguese, so it was almost abandoned. Abandoned why? Too hard to arrive. The roads, until even me, when I was young, to arrive from Lisbon to our farms, we needed like a day with a car. We were stopping, I remember being a baby and going crazy with my father driving in the turns, all the turns to arrive to the north of Portugal. After we were arriving here, we would love it, because it was the place that we were doing the holidays. So we had these farms in the family since the 17th century, but until not so long ago, until 20 years ago, these farms were used as a hobby to come in holidays, to come hunting, like my grandfathers. So we're talking about the northern part, the east part of Portugal next to the border. Here in this map we have three different farms. Ours, it's the Urze, the Calabria and the Quinta do Coa, and that are here. So we're talking about this, that actually now it's also the driest place in all the Iberian Peninsula. Between Portugal and Spain, where we have the Quinta do Urze here, there is a valley, that is the Valley of Almendra. And this valley is the driest place. Imagine that we're talking about an average rainfall of 120 millimeters. That means it's almost semi-desertic, because if you imagine it in the Sahara Desert, rains 90 millimeters. So we're talking about a region that is totally semi-desertic. This has good things and bad things. It's very warm during the summer, but during the night it drops almost 25 degrees, which makes it an excellent terroir and an excellent region to make the table wines. So at the beginning, all these grapes that we're producing here, they were going down the river and where there was produced the port. Now we have the cellar located in the Douro Superior. Now, thank God, it's much easier. You arrive from Lisbon in 2 hours and a half, and from Porto 1 hour and a half, and we produce amazing wines. And this region is the one that is called the Douro Superior. Actually, it starts a little bit under, but it starts from here. But I believe that the most significant one of the Douro Superior are all here, where are the biggest farms and the most important farms in the Douro Superior.